IVM.
Hello and welcome to the Habit Coach Podcast, the bite-sized podcast filled with quick and easy, actionable habits. Remember, great habits create that awesome life. I am Ashdin Doctor, your habit coach. And today's fun fact of the day has to do with elevators. Did you know that close door button on an elevator is actually a placebo button? The button was originally designed to do nothing. Pressing that button just gave the passengers the illusion that the doors would close faster. But since the doors were already on timers, there was no need for the doors to close any faster. And it was designed to make the travelers feel like they were in control and help them pass time faster. And this is so interesting because when I went to London to work in a summer internship back in college, and that was the first time I was going up and down in these very, very fancy modern elevators. And the passengers there would all enter, press the number of floors that they want to go to, and then start stabbing that elevator button, that closed door button. It was so hilarious. Stab, 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 closed door. An average elevator ride is about 30 to 45 seconds. You might have been in a hurry to close the door, but there's no getting away from the time you need to spend in that elevator. And it is this idea that created the concept of an elevator pitch. This is the ability to tell your business idea in 45 seconds to somebody. Imagine you had the opportunity to ride with a potential client or investor in an elevator. Would you be able to convey your entire plan in 45 seconds? When I heard this idea for the first time, I was fascinated. A consultant of mine had told me about this for my new division. So I tried this and realized that I was actually very good at making elevator pitches. Now, this is something that most people struggle at like crazy. They have so much to say, but they don't have the ability to convey it briefly and to the point, all the while making sure that the receiver has understood the idea completely. This was something that came naturally to me, and I do well. It reminded me of my days in school. We used to have exams where the answers were not just judged by the idea and your grasp of the idea, but also by the length of your answer. Like we used to often joke, marks were given by weighing the answer booklet to see how many extra pages were used. Well, I used to answer correctly, but in 10 lines, when 50 lines or 60 lines was expected from me. I could not understand why they wanted me to write so much if I could get the point across so easily. And this was obviously not a great thing growing up and constantly failing my exams. But as I grew up, I realized that I had the ability to convey an idea in a very short and powerful way. And it is that ability that I've managed to use as the center of all that I do. Notice the podcasts are also bite-sized and impactful. My posts are to the point and deliver an idea. And the same goes for my YouTube channel. When we are trying to search for our purpose and see what we do well, one of the key aspects is to see what you do well that others don't, as well as what you find easy to do that others find hard to do. Some of you might find it very easy to make friends. Some of you might find it very easy poring over Excel sheets. Some of you might find it very easy learning big words. See what it is that you do well that others find difficult to do. This helps you identify where you can create the most impact. So what I want you to do is I want you to make a list of all the things that come naturally to you, all the things you find easy to do, all the things you do so well, but only things that others find difficult to do. Then I want you to double down on them. I want you to keep developing them to make them a strength. Because these strengths, I want you to make into habits. So your super simple habit starts by using the things you do well that others find difficult to do. Then using them in all aspects of your life, in your work, in your relationships, etc. See how this can help you in the search for your purpose. Because your purpose in life will eventually have the things that you are good at as their bedrock in life. So start these habits and share with us your progress using the hashtag #TheHabitCoach. If you like this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on social media We are at IVM Podcasts on Twitter and Instagram. If you want to reach out to me, I am Ashdin Doc on Twitter and Instagram. You can find lots more information on my website, awesome180.com, or check out different content on my YouTube channel called AWESOME180. That's Awesome180.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another week on the IVM Podcast Network. If you're not following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We'd like to thank the sponsors on the network this week, Ciet and Cred. We really appreciate the support. It is what makes this possible. So it was a fun week on Cyrus Says. We had guests like Dolly Singh, we had Guneet Monga, we had Kamya Jani of Curry Tales, and Cock and Bull, as we always did. Do check it out. I think you'll really enjoy that. On Paisa Vaisa, we crossed 300 episodes, and Anupam was joined by Akhil Handa, the digital head of Bank of Baroda. All Things Policy discussed topics like the 100 years of China's Communist Party, the Facebook versus the Government of India case, and the evolution of Indian science. On the Wire Talk, Siddharth Bhatia was joined by Gautam Bhatia to discuss the Central Vista project and why it's attracting so much flack. Sadaf and Archit are back on the Non-Curry podcast, and this time they raise the temperatures as they discuss the beloved spice mirchi. On the Millennial Athlete, this week Tanvi and Shlok speak to Sarita Chauri, a visually impaired judoist. And finally, I want to ask you all to give a listen to the Triangle Offense. Anybody who has heard me talk on a podcast knows I can't shut up about basketball, and these guys know more about it than I do. So if you enjoy basketball, do check this out. Nishant and Monish do an excellent job with this show. I was one of their guests a few months ago, which is how I met them and tried to convince them to come onto the network, and they're finally here. So definitely do check this out. Show's available on all major podcasting platforms, but they also have a daily YouTube episode, which is available on the IVM Podcast channel. And with that, let me get you back to your show.
If you love cricket, listen up. The Edges and Sledges Cricket Podcast is here for you. Hosted by DJ, Varun, and me, Ashwin, we bring a fun, fresh fan's point of view to talking all things cricket. Sometimes it's just the three of us, sometimes we have guests, including current and former international cricketers. For new episodes every week, check out the Edges and Sledges Cricket Podcast on the IVM app, website, or wherever you get your podcasts.